Hey, what's going on, guys? This is Cody Lee back with another video. In this one, I am going to explain and talk about media violence, the effects of it, how it comes, and everything. I'm going to use some of my own thoughts and experiences while also having some information from the book. So let's jump right into it. Pretty much, on this topic, it is about where young children or young teens see something either on TV or on a video game or something, and they basically think that it's okay. So if you're watching like a show that has a bunch of people like stealing out of a bank and they're shooting up a bunch of people or anything like that, in their mind they could think it's okay, but really that is against the law and that is not the right thing to do. Or if you see in video games like in like Fortnite or like all of like the Call of Duty series or even like the Grand Theft Auto series, how it's okay to like rob people or whatever. I think that is an example of like the media violence because all of the kids at a young age are seeing this and thinking, oh, it's okay to do it if it's in a video game and everything is fine, but it's not. It's not fine. I think that it should be at least a little bit harder. You got to get your hands on a game that is intended for older audiences and older people than having like a 7 or 8 year old kid who is able to play all of these explicit and violent video games, and he might at such a young age might get the wrong idea and end up going down a wrong path. I can speak on experiences because I was the kid who, at a young age, I was, into all the video games and all of like the TV shows where there's a lot of action and violence and all kind of stuff. I don't think that it affected me as much, but I know that it could affect someone else who is not sure of all of the things like they're watching or seeing, and they're not able to understand that it's just a game and that it has to stay in the game and not be brought out into the real world. Um, Another example is that more in the last, I would say, 5 or 6 months or years or so, there have been a lot of like shootings at schools and everything, and it seems like there's a bunch of violence that has been brought out, and they could have easily on like a Call of Duty game or like a other game or something, and they see all these guns and violence and stuff, and they decide to you know in the real world try it on people, and as you can see, all of the consequences are very severe, whether you're having over 15 or 20 people die in a shooting, and then either the guy who did it either shoots himself or he ends up arrested, and after that his life's over. It's either life in prison or you know you're already dead anyway. So it's just not a good idea. It's not worth it, and there should definitely be rules and regulations to whether you're old enough to be able to get the game and stuff like that. Also, I think that Jesus plays a very key role in all of this because although he allows us to, do our own thing and to experience everything. I think that He is in our hearts at all times, and He always has us a choice, to do right and to do wrong, and He loves us, and He should always have our back in everything, as should we. And I think that it is our job to make Him proud and to make Him feel good about Himself for us, um, doing right and everything, and that all of us at the end of the day love Him. So this has been another video. Thank you guys for viewing and enjoying, and I'll catch y'all in the next one. Later.